Awesome Rider Review. Hey YouTube, it's Awesome Rider here with a review of the Legacy White Tigerzord from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy line. I apologize that this review took me so long to get out. Unfortunately, my area was having some problems with distribution or something. But it just took a long time for them to get it in, and I know it was available online for a while, but I waited so long at that point, I decided to wait. But anyway, bottom line is, sorry about it being so long. But anyway, here we are. We are starting with a box, obviously, because there's no regular Tigerzord in sight, just because these are neat boxes. As you can see, it is very reminiscent of the old packaging, just like they always have been. It says the name right up there, in case you didn't know. Logo, that's the part where it advertises the metallic parts. You got a really cool shot of Tigerzord here, shows it in warrior mode, all that fun stuff. This morphs into Megazord. On the side here, it shows that it's compatible with other stuff in the line, like the Legacy Original Megazord, showing that combination. It is Zord Builder compatible, so it's compatible with not only the Legacy stuff, but the regular stuff as well. It gives you this little Tigerzord stats here, giving away its measurements in case you want to get it a gift later. On the back, yet again, it shows you transforming from Tiger Mord. It's called Mord now, guys. Didn't you get the memo? No, but modes, switches modes. You got a cool shot here of the White Ranger, which looks to be the same picture they used for Morphin Madness. And then you get a little story here. Piloted by Tommy the White Ranger with the use of the Sabbath Sword, the powerful White Tigerzord challenges evil when extra strength is needed and combined with Thunder Megazord to form the Mega Tigerzord. I don't know why, but the extra strength thing just made me think of like Tylenol or something. When extra strength is needed, take White Tigerzord for all your Tigerzord needs. On the top there, name, helmet, warrior mode. Other side, you have the cool shot of the White Ranger. So pretty basic stuff. There's no figure arts numbers in the bottom here. But yeah, I just want to take a look at that because it is neat. Although I should note that the original version did come with a little 8-inch White Ranger figure. So where is it, Bandai? Alright, so now I'm going to get this out of here because this is just going to take up space obnoxiously. Now please enjoy the scenic white cloth view while I bring in the White Tigerzord. Alright, so here is the White Tigerzord in Tiger mode, obviously, and I think it looks great. I can't think of anything in the Legacy line so far that I think hasn't looked great, but this just, it looks really good. As usual, I think the paint details are just exceptional on it. It looks pretty damn show accurate. I'll be showing a comparison in a couple moments of the original version, just to get an idea of that, but this thing does look really good. The paint details that are all nice on it. That sounded really weird when I said that. Here you have nice gold paint here on the original version, like I said, which I'll show. It has sort of that, you know, chrome paint, but I think this looks better. The eyes look good. All the paint here looks good. Just overall, great job here on this, I think, personally. I think the Tiger mode looks exceptional. There's the tail, which obviously is going to be the sword. Just get a quick look at the other side, which looks the same as the side we just looked at, except it's the opposite side. But yeah, it's just a gorgeous looking Zord. Unfortunately, is it this side? Right here, I do have a little, it's like a scuff that was out of the box, and unfortunately that's not something that you can see. No open packaging, and I can't take it back right now because when I found this it was the only one, so keep an eye out for that. That is an unfortunate thing. It seems like a small thing, but when you're paying for, you know, a higher end item, it's annoying to get little discrepancies like that. In this mode, he can have some sort of articulation. You can move his legs back and forth like this, and you can, whoops, you can pull the Zord builder port off. I didn't mean to do that. And you can move his little foot here and sort of get him in those, you know, tiger poses. You can bend his elbow here. And, you know, because in the show he was like, that was my tiger noises, guys. But you can sort of get him in some different poses if you want to, like, oh, I'm about to lie down because I'm a tired kitty, or like I'm about to walk. And you can move his back legs too. It's nothing huge, but if you're displaying him on the shelf and you want to get him in sort of a, you know, on the prowl position or something, you can do that. And then obviously these can move out like that as well because of the transformation. So you can do stuff like that. His mouth does open and close as well. And then you can see the little red ball in there, where's all the blasks come out. Blasks? What the hell's a blask? But yeah, that's pretty much it for Tiger mode. All he does is be a tiger and look awesome. Transformation on this to warrior mode is very simple. I'm just going to go ahead and pull the tail out. Actually, I almost completely forgot what I just promised like 3 seconds ago, which was a comparison, because I'm a complete idiot. Here is the original version. The tail on it is missing. I do have it, I just have no idea where the hell it went. But I don't have it on me right now. But here's the original version. As you can see, it's actually a little bit larger. And the original version, let me just say, is not terrible. This one looks a little older, a little bit dated. That little thing popped out. You know, and mine has a little bit of dust on it. I apologize. And this is clearly a, excuse me, superior version. Absolutely, but I don't think the other one is instantly awful by any means. As you can see here, he's got chrome here and here as opposed to the paint there, which I think can look better. In some instances, I do like chrome painting, but in this one, I just don't like it quite as much. His mouth opens as well. You have like a clear ball in there, and the original one did have some electronics. But honestly, the electronics on this guy is nothing I'm upset about losing. I'm completely fine with this not having electronics because those are pretty much nothing to write home about. But yeah, that's the differences. Like I said, obviously he would have a tail normally, just a little bigger. But I think that this still isn't bad. He looks kind of more like a polar bear, like when you put them next to each other. But the new one is a definite improvement, as it should be. We'll bring him back briefly in a little bit when we do the warrior mode. But now we can start the warrior mode, now that I've done the stuff I promised. It's all pretty simple. You can yank these down like this. They're going to become the legs. Well, they're still the legs. They're going to become a different kind of legs. Fold these up into it like that, so that they are stable now. And then make these stable. Boom, now he can stand. Fun times standing. Let's fold him down like this. Fold these little paws up. You'll see the symbol there. Twirl these around so you get his hands. And then right here, pull this up. And there is his helmet. And then take what was the tail, and it can go in his hand. It has a elbow joint there. And they open up, kind of reminds me of those rider figures like the Armor Trans ones, and I guess the current ones. But there you have it, Tigerzord in warrior mode, looking pretty damn awesome. Honestly, the only real problem I have with this is more of a nitpick than anything else for sure, which is his face. If you look at it, there's just, I feel like something slightly off about it. Like, it's really subtle, and it honestly could just be me. And I looked at a picture of this, I looked at this, I didn't look at a picture of it because I own it, but I looked at this, and I looked at the helmet on the other one, and I looked at a picture of it from the show. And this is most definitely closer. But there's just something about, like, the way maybe his nose and lips, like it looks like he's ate a lemon or something, but it's just ever so slightly off from what it looks like in the show. Like I said, it could be me, I could very well be nitpicking, but it's just something ever so slightly off, but it's definitely not a reason for me to say, hey, his mouth is like a millimeter off and he looks like he's puckering, don't buy this. But I just had to mention it to see maybe if someone else noticed it. But like I said, it's definitely not a deal breaker. It's an extremely small little nitpick. And the helmet sculpt overall is definitely closer to the show than the original version, but I don't know. And it depends on the angle you're looking at too. Like, it doesn't look quite as bad here, but it's just something ever so slightly about the nose and the lips. I'm not sure. But otherwise, I think it looks great. Obviously, the tiger head still looks the same, but I think it's a really good looking Megazord. It's really nice and streamlined. You know, the proportions are nice. There's nothing too off about it or anything of the like. It's just a really impressive looking Megazord. And I always have liked the Tigerzord Warrior mode. There's the back. You can get a little bit of details there. And you know, I've really enjoyed the Legacy line. That's what I'm going to call it now. The Legacy line. Megazord Legacy line. And, you know, despite MMPR fatigue, I'm really looking forward to the stuff we're getting now, which is the Season 2 and then hopefully later 3 stuff, just because we focus so much on Season 1, and I actually like some of the later stuff better. But so obviously you can see it does have a little bit of articulation. The elbows can bend, which is really nice. And you can move his arms all the way around like that. His legs really can only move here at the knee bending, so you can get like a, hey. What would have been really cool is if they had made a joint possible for his arm to move out, or made his head a little posable. I guess it would have been kind of maybe a little difficult with the way the mechanism works, but if it were able to like just turn his head slightly and have a little more articulation, you could get just that much more of a dynamic pose. But still, the fact that it has elbow joints is a really nice plus to it, so that's pretty cool. But now let's just go ahead and we will quickly take a look at it next to its original counterpart. Alright, so here it is next to its original counterpart in its Megazord mode. As you can see, definitely a clear improvement there. I still don't think the old one is absolutely awful, but I think in terms of the two modes of the old one, I think this one excels more in Tigerzord mode. I think that the clear, superior difference of the Legacy version stands out even more so in Megazord mode. Just to take a quick look at the different heads. That's the original Tigerzord head right there. And then the improved Legacy version, which is much closer to the show, except for that slight puckering I noticed. But, say, just good overall pan from Dragon Ball GT of them. It's just clearly a better version. But yeah, and then obviously, like I said with previously, this one does have the electronics, but honestly I'm completely fine with it. And then the only other real main difference about the release is the fact that this had an 8-inch figure with it. And then just to note a couple of the little things, obviously these are different just like on there, that one's missing. But here there's a sticker here for the symbol, whereas like this one is actually a fully molded little piece, which is nice. So that's neat. But yeah, overall just a lot better. And this one has the, let me pull them out because I'm not going to show a comparison of the combined mode since you can't really do that, but this one you can see has the little Mighty Morphin bolt stickers that they would put on there on all the early Megazords. Even though they were pretty much the same as the Japanese ones, they would add that little bit of extra. Alright, so anyhow, the last thing we're going to do here is the sort of combined mode, which gives you a little sneak preview of what it's like with the Thunder Megazord, but you essentially just put the Legacy Megazord's legs on it. It's overall really simple. I'm just going to take the sword out. First thing I'm actually going to do is you're going to want to pull these chest pieces out here. And see, no bolt stickers, because he's going to, otherwise his arms are going to be like right up against his legs. So pull those out. I'm just going to get these a little bit out of the way, and then pull these up as if you were, or you're going to be pulling these up as if you were going to be doing Tigerzord mode. There we go. And then you're also going to want to actually take out these pieces here, and they do pop out. It's pretty easy to do. I can get a grip on it. There we go. I should have done this part first because I'm an idiot, but they just kind of pop out because they're on that little like teeter-totter gimmick or whatever. So just set those aside. You're not going to need them right now. And they're really easy to get back in and get back out. No issues there or anything. I never feel like I'm going to break it. Obviously, still be careful. You don't want to jostle it too much. You might crack it, but yeah, so just pull those out. Fold these up like you're doing Tigerzord mode. Damn, it's being really difficult. It's good that it has tight joints there because it's got the die-cast metal. Okay, there we go. So that's essentially ready for what we're going to do. Now let me just set him down. Once again, enjoy the cloth background brought to you by the person who invented cloth. Okay, so I got the two regular Legacy Megazord legs here, and they fell over because you need the rest of your body to be legs. And then you just snap the Zord Builder ports on. Boom. Now you can put his arms down and see if you didn't separate the chest piece, like his arms would be right up against it. It's super annoying. And then just pull this piece down here, pull that up, and that's what his helmet would look like in the combined mode. But that's more or less sort of a version of the combined mode you're going to get when and if we get Thunderzords. Now honestly, there's a lot of discussion over that. I honestly can't see them not doing it. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Pull these down. Whew, that was close. So pull those down, and essentially, he's not that different. He just got different legs, and then this different little helmet here, which is for the combined mode, which looks good. Also, that helmet sculpt looks good. But this is the one they show, and like I mentioned at the beginning, this is also Zord Builder, so you can do pretty much anything you want with it. As you can see, there's ports up here, which would probably be used for the combination. So, like I said, I can't see them not doing it, the Thunderzords that is. He's prepped for it, he's got the proper ports for it, and just from a marketing standpoint, it makes sense. You know, they love to advertise. This combines with that. Thunder Megazord would be a perfect thing. I don't know how long it'll be. Unfortunately, we didn't see it at Toy Fair this year, but I'm like 99% sure we'll see it, and I look forward to that day. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Tigerzord. Overall, I think it's another great Legacy release. Honestly, my only real complaint, as I mentioned, is a super, almost petty nitpick about the face looking a little bit puckered. But other than that, I think it's an absolutely great Megazord. Definite improvement on the original version. If you're a White Tigerzord fan or a White Ranger fan or a Die Ranger fan, whatever, if you're a fan of anything related to this, I can definitely recommend it. I like it a lot. Feels like good quality. Looks great on the shelf. I'm really pleased with it, and I'm glad that it lived up to my excitement for it. But anyway, that about wraps it up. Until next time, make sure you check out the crazy podcast at writersrangersrambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's Dawson Ryder, signing out.